Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today we actually have episode 7 of the social hour. So this is just going to be a nice sit down video. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some things that went on in 2020, and my goals and my plans for the channel going forward. Sorry, like I'm a fidgety person. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, my name is Kai. I am the host of the Crochet Corner podcast here on YouTube. And I have 2 other segments. This one, the social hour. Just basically where I come and I sit down and talk with you guys. This is one of the more unstructured segments that I have on my channel. It depends. It really depends on what I want to do, and I allotted myself one part of my channel to do that, to just express freely without having a theme or anything like that. So this is definitely just me sitting down with you guys today. And then we also have Let's Talk. On our Let's Talk section, we do have a playlist for you can always find yarn reviews. I do first looks at yarns, and I do review them, and anything else that I come across. Like I documented my sock knitting journey in our Let's Talk series, where I went over a lot of things that I learned as a beginner sock knitter. So that also has more of a structured thing. It's more of like the crafting part, what I learned, things that I come across when it pertains to my crafting. Whereas the social hour is just things that I just want to get off my chest, talk to you guys about, do live streams and things like that. So yes, I do want to first put out there just a trigger warning. I will be talking about some heavy stuff today, pertaining to like loss and things like that. So if these type of things do trigger you, I just want to let you know maybe you shouldn't watch this video. And I'm just putting this out here to share my story and the things that I've experienced in 2020. And after that, we'll talk about some lighter stuff. So first, I just want to introduce myself. I do know that I have some people that may not know me. My name is Kai. I am 23 years old. My birthday is actually next Thursday on the 28th. I think it's a Thursday. When you get a certain age, your birthdays don't matter. Yeah, it's next Thursday. Today is Sunday. I also don't know the date. Today is Sunday the 24th, and I am just so happy that we are in a new year, that we have made it. 2020 March hit when Ms. Rona came around. Things were hard for everyone. I was one of the very blessed ones to still be working when everything happened. Some of my family members weren't as fortunate. They were, for a long time I was the only one, and still am the only one that's working. And I'm just very, very thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that every single day. Every day. Not saying that I enjoy getting up and going to work all the time, but I'm thankful that I'm working from home, and I'm thankful that I'm safe, my family's safe. None of us have had it. My condolences to anyone who has had it and who has lost loved ones. I know that's not easy, but I just want to express my gratitude to God that my family has been maintained, and my prayers to anyone who has experienced loss due to this virus. Okay, with that out the way. So yeah, it's just been an adjustment for us all, and we've been doing the best that we can, and I am just glad we are in a new year. Now, we are still definitely not back to normal. I don't see us going back to normal anytime soon, but what I do see is that a new year still bringing a new change, and we have to make the best of the new year, and that is exactly what I want to do. So with that, we'll get right into it. Okay. So, some of you, I've already posted about this with my close family and friends on my Facebook. But, okay, sorry. I'm just thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends. Everyone in my corner my job and all of that. So on December 9th of 2020, I suffered a miscarriage. It was probably the most traumatic thing that I've ever been through. And I'm definitely still struggling with it today. It's not easy. It's not easy. And you know those things, especially in young women with your first pregnancies, they are definitely common. And the amount of love and support that I received from my family for sure helped me through it, but there's just still some things that I need to come to terms within myself about the situation. It's still really hard for me to see like baby stuff, and it doesn't help because I actually have two newborn nephews. I talk about them a lot. I love them so much, but it definitely has traumatized me, I'll be honest. And it definitely was the initial loss. It was the pain, the cramping, the actual like I hate this word, but like passing, aborting the fetus was terrible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I don't even have enemies because, you know, I don't ever let things progress that far, but I wouldn't wish that on anyone. And my heart goes out to all of the women who go through that. I just never considered it a real thing until it happened to me. And people, we as humans, we do that until we experience something. It's not real to us. So it definitely gave me a new perspective on life and on things that I wanted to do with my life, because what I went through with just trying to secure medical help was awful, and it definitely escalated it for me emotionally. So when the pandemic first started, I was insured through my mom, only 23. I was on her insurance, and her job completely shut down. They fired everybody, and you know, she's on the unemployment. Well, with that, you don't get insurance. She of course will qualify for insurance now because, you know, she's not working. But for me, I didn't get it through my job, and we're still within the same year, and I have to wait until open enrollment comes down. Then I have to wait until January for it to take effect, and this literally happened like a month before January, you know, less than a month before January, when I would have had insurance. So I sat on the pain for a while because, one, I was just hoping that it wasn't happening, of course, but it did. And then I eventually went to the ER, where they did some tests and they did confirm that it was a miscarriage. They gave me some medications to help with the pain, and they told me to follow up with a gynecologist and sent me on my way. Well, I want to thank my job for helping me. They let me go on a little bit of a paid leave, but it was when that's a baby. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It was a little bit hard because all of the follow-up appointments, they were going to cost me money, which I definitely could not afford. And then when the bills came in from the ER, I was just overwhelmed, and it was just too much. It still remains too much for me to this day. I feel like that I spent so much time trying to make sure I didn't lose my job, and trying to make sure that I found the funds to get medical help. I didn't have time to really process what was happening to me and deal with things emotionally. So I definitely internalized that a lot, and it really came out via self-sabotage. I would literally do things not to physically hurt myself, but to like make myself uncomfortable. I've never like physically hurt myself. I just want to put that out there. Never. It just was a more like a mental self-sabotage, financial sabotage, and things like that, because I was just feeling so bad. And you know, I'm still working through it today. I've definitely made some choices recently that are not the best, but I'm dealing with it, and I'm trying to approach things with a new attitude. So I know that was kind of heavy, but I just want to let you guys know that I'm okay. I'm definitely okay. It was an experience. that a lot of women go through. They really do, and no one talks about it. No one prepares the young women to deal with something like that. That pregnancy is not always guaranteed. It's not always peaches and roses and beautiful progress pictures. It's hard. It's hard on your body. It's hard on your mind. And when you lose your child, it's devastating. It is utterly devastating. And I wish more people would talk. I wish more women would talk about it, because I didn't even know that a lot of the women in my family also went through the same thing, because it does feel taboo. I feel kind of weird talking about it now. I feel like I'm revealing some big gigantic government secret, but it's normal. It's a part of life. It sucks. It's awful. Yes, but it's normal and it happens. And I feel like a lot more of us would be prepared for when it does happen, no matter how scary and devastating it is, if we talked about it. So definitely need to normalize it, so that, maybe women in my generation or the women under me will know that, no, it's not your fault. You did nothing wrong. It just, some pregnancies just do not go through, and there's nothing wrong with that. It happens, and when your body is ready and when it is your time, you will have your baby. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's definitely what I was going through at that time, and I just didn't have the time or energy for anything. And it wasn't even just that. It's always been my attitude. I will be very invested in something and very dedicated to it, and then the dedication stops. I will be 100%. I love my YouTube, but it was the thought that, like, having to set up my camera, set up my microphone, do this and do that, I was like, I don't want to do it, and literally it'll take me 5 seconds, like so it definitely was my mindset after the miscarriage, but it goes farther back than that. I still do. I need to make some changes. So this next part, we're done with that. Just a little, yeah. Okay, I do want to say, like, again, my condolences for any woman who has gone through that. I know it's a common thing and it happens. I hear you, and I'm here for you. And we'll make it through. So with that being said, it also goes beyond that. It just goes to my initial attitude. So I always feel like I'm running out of time. I've always felt like that. I feel like if I do too much on one thing, I won't have enough time to dedicate to something else, and then it just causes me so much frustration and anxiety to where I won't do anything. I will do neither. I will sit on my phone, I will watch TV, I'll do everything but what I want to do. And it's not that I have to do it. It's things that I want to do, and I feel like I don't dedicate enough time to those things, and then my projects start piling up, and it just gets overwhelming for me. So I will choose to do nothing. So I actually have created a game plan going forward for this channel and for myself, mainly, so that I can do the things that I want and get to the place that I want to be. I like my job. My job is really easy. I'm appreciative of being able to work, but I want to work for myself. I want to be able to sell the things that I make. I want to be able to generate enough income to where I can support myself, pay all my bills, and things like that. But before I can do that, I also have to realize that I have to change my mindset, and that's what I've been doing. So I developed a schedule for myself, which I have actually been sticking to, except for today. No, today it's good. I would say last Friday, I slipped up. So I realized that I get really overwhelmed when I have too much going on, like too many projects. And right now I have a lot of projects going on that I want to consolidate. So I have decided that I will not be casting on anything new, any new bigger projects, because it's big projects that I have that I need to finish. Little ones that take me like an hour, It's fine. But I'm talking about big projects. I will not be casting on any more big projects until I get all of that stuff done. I have the shawls, a cardigan, a sweater, my sock, the rest of the sock, and it's a lot. And it really does stress me out. So I decided that on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I will take 2 hours, which I did talk about in my podcast. I'll take 2 hours after I get off of work to work on just the projects. And so far it has been working. It's been beneficial. I don't go over my 2 hours. I literally from 4 to 6 will sit there, and as much as I can get done out of that 2 hours is what I get done. Now I'm not saying that when on my days off, like on the weekends, I don't pick up a project here and there. Of course I do. But I'm talking about throughout my work week, because that's when I get my most, well, I just worked 8 hours. Like, why do I want to do anything else? And that's not the case. I still have to have a life outside of work and do things outside of work. So, that is my schedule, and it's been working for me. I have to stick to a schedule because of the type of personality I have. If I don't have a schedule, I pretty much do nothing. And that's not how I want to go into a new year. If I want change, I have to be the change. I have to start and make the change myself. So it's been really important to me to stick to that schedule, and with that schedule does come a filming schedule. So my projected filming schedule are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I want to make sure I'm getting 3 videos out a week. That was my goal. It's 3 videos a week for the duration of the year. That would be Friday for Let's Talk, Saturday for podcast, and Sunday for the social hour. So this week I hit my mark. I two out of the 3. I didn't film a Let's Talk on Friday, and then I have the podcast, and then I have this video which you guys will be seeing on Sunday today. So far I have been consistent with that. And another thing is what I decide that I'm going to do is, because I have a lot of things I want to talk about in our Let's Talk segment, because there's so much yarn that I've purchased and things that I've worked on that I haven't yet shown you guys and on a review status, instead of just telling you where I got it in the podcast. So I actually can go ahead and actually pre-film a lot of those videos and schedule them, get them edited, and schedule them to be posted for you guys to view. So that will definitely help me a lot, staying on top of something like that. Just our Let's Talk, just pre-filming that, getting it uploaded and things like that. So that's my goal for this year. I definitely want to get back onto my YouTube. I really enjoy it. Sorry if the twisting annoys you. I really enjoy it, and it's been this week's doing that schedule has really helped me. And I know it takes 21 days to break a habit and 21 days to form a habit. So if I can get past day 21 and do really good, I know that I'll stick with it for the duration of the year. So that's just a couple things about something that like the way I want my channel to go for this upcoming year. I am very excited for the things in store. I know I've talked about my website and launching that. I've trying to be really consistent with posting on social media just to get more traction to the website, but I know that takes time. That's not something that you can rush, and I'm okay with that. And I'm willing to do the work to work for myself and be an entrepreneur. That's my goal by 2022, is to be able to work for myself. And if that's what I want to happen, I have to be the one to initiate that. So that's what you guys are going to be looking forward to with the channel. 3 videos on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because that is honestly the days I know that I can film for sure. I know it's a lot, like back to back to back, but it's it's every week, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine, and I know I can do it because it's not hard. It's It's really not. It's not hard at all, and I always have a lot to talk about with you guys. As far as some life goals, definitely being my own boss is a big life goal for me. Also, just having a successful YouTube channel, making sure that I stick to my goals, and weight loss. So I actually have been on a weight loss journey since, what was it, January of 2020. I am looking a little slimmer in the face, I will say. So my goal for this year also is to continue on my weight loss journey and get those pounds off so that I can live my best healthy life along with my best crafty life. I need those lives to coincide. So I will definitely be, in addition to taking the time to get those projects done, also making sure I'm walking, eating right, and making sure that my health is where it needs to be, because that is the number one important thing. If I'm not healthy, then my brain is in my body are not going to function enough for me to do what I want to do, which is become my own boss, make sure I get my 3 videos out and things like that. So it starts with me. That goes to say this whole video, basically it starts with me, and I'm very excited for what 2021 is going to bring for me. I'm excited what it's going to bring for you, and I hope that you continue on with this journey with me. So that's all I really had to share with you guys. I do want to thank you so much for all the support and all the people who continue to watch my videos, and who just have been there from the beginning. I really want to thank you guys, and you will see more consistency from me. I'm really, really dedicated to it. So yes, and I do also have playlists for all of these videos. You can always catch up on any podcasts. You can catch up on any of our Let's Talks, the social hours, and then also I do plan on doing tutorials. I have gotten better at pattern making, so maybe I'll bring some tutorials back. I haven't done a tutorial in a long time. But with that, I do want to thank you guys for sitting through this video. I hope that 2021 treats you great, and that, you know, January has been a great month for you. It's definitely been a good month for me, and that you continue to watch my content and subscribe to my channel. And I'll just see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.